Hi friends, I have another craft for you today. Today we are going to make a mason jar picture frame. It's a quick, short little craft that's super simple and turns out great. Look, so you want a mason jar that is whatever size. It doesn't matter what size it is, however big you want your picture frame. And you want to have words only on one side. So, or it can be a plain one. It could be a plain mason jar with without writing on both sides. But if we have writing on this side, we can distress it, which I like. So that looks really neat. And we're just gonna make a picture frame out of it. A neat concept. You can use it as you could put a candle in it, or you can use it, put flowers in it, or whatever you want to do. It's just a nice gift. We could decorate this with raffia or something, just all kinds of stuff. Options are limitless. So I have this great big jar and it's got writing on one side and it needs to be, cleaned, washed up. And then we just need to paint it, right? But we need to leave a window for our picture. So there's a couple of options. These are stickers that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. And so it is like a frame sticker that I am going to try on this one. This, I didn't have one of those, so I created my own. So I took painter's tape or masking tape will work, and I lined it out and I used fun scissors. Do I have those here? Yeah. Craft scissors. I had some craft scissors. It makes this design that's on the top there. And I just made my own frame. But you may just want to pick up a sticker to do it. And so I don't want it too sticky because I want to take this back off, right? So I'm going to get some of the sticky off on me. And I want to see how I want to put this on here. I might go vertically this time just to show a different option. But if we wanted to go horizontal, it would wrap around a little bit, or we go vertical. So let's give it a different look this time since the first one's horizontal. Let's go vertical with this. So it's crooked. Let's try this again. Good way to see if this is actually going to pull off and not stick on my glass. So I'll just slide it back off. Whoops, ripping it just a smidge. All right, this is really sticky. I'll get some more of that stick off. There we go. Now, let's situate it again. See if I can get this a little straighter. There we go. Ta-da! Nice. So the trick is you want to take the sticker off while the paint is still wet so that your sticker doesn't get painted on there. And it works great with this painter's tape. So let's hope this is going to work. We'll give her a go, right? So I have some paint this same color that I mixed up. And I'm going to paint around, so I'll show you this front part for sure. So I'm painting around here. I'm not using a specific color. I made up the color. So I like white paint, as you probably know. I like chalk paint. The only chalk paint I had handy was white. So I took some acrylic paint. I took Christmas green acrylic paint, and I had white chalk paint, and I just added paint and mixed it until I got the color that I wanted. So if you want to use this with a candle, you probably need to just paint one coat. because I painted this one 2 coats and it's got a gorgeous color, but you can't see through it. So it's gonna have to be a base. But you know, if you've ever painted with on glass, they make special paint for glass, which I don't have. But chalk paint does a great job. There's just a thickness about it, a consistency about it that does a great job. So on this one, we're gonna look what 1 coat looks like. And see how that works. So I'm gonna distress it anyway because that's what I like to do. I like that farmhouse feel. So you, hopefully, if this works, you will be able to see the difference. See, that's my problem with painting just 1 coat on glass, especially. You just see my strokes. And it's hard to paint back over while it's wet, but we have to get our sticker off while it's wet. So, it's working. Ta-da! And now I can reuse this if I want to. Let's place it over here so I don't get any paint on anything. Isn't that awesome? It turned out great. Let's dry it real quick and see what that's gonna look like. So I'm taking my heat gun, the hair dryer will work. So we're gonna see what the difference is between 1 coat and 2 coat of the exact same paint. And again, this is chalk paint, so it covers better on glass than acrylic for sure. But you could always get glass paint if you wanted to. It dries really fast. I don't think this is too loud for you. Hopefully it's not. I love how the color of the paint changes as it dries. That's neat. Ta-da! All right. Yep. Let's try, just in case I have a little spot that's wet. I'm going to grab that cover out. This is neat. All right, so here's some more choices you have. This picture is printed off. It's on paper. It's on like copy paper. I just printed it off the computer. So what you might want to do is you don't have to use your real picture. Just take a photocopy of one if you have a hard copy picture, or if it's digital, you can size it on your computer to fit this frame, the frame that you're using. I have an extra picture announcement of my daughter's graduation, shameless plug, and I am going to cut that out. And see if I can fit that in the frame. So it's roughly this size. So I probably should have cut that out first. I'll start this way and work my way down. I'm using these fancy dancy scissors. Not that you'll be able to see any of that because it's going to be inside the mason jar. And then we just attach it with the masking tape or painter's tape. All right, I think that's a good size compared to my frame. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of painter's tape. That way you can change your pictures out. So it doesn't have to stay the same. So you just put it on there and slide it in. I'm gonna bend it a smidge. Get it inside there and place it where I want it. Go in there. Once we get the first one on, I might have made it too long. Oh yeah, no, that's good. Once we put the first one on, you can add a piece of tape on the sides. Look, it turned out great. So again, if you have an extra real picture, you could just put it in there. But a great way to do it is to just make a copy of it, print it off on your printer, or go to you could go to the library or somewhere to use a printer if you don't have one yourself. No problem. I'm gonna add a smidge more. Where's my end? There it is. To make sure it's staying there good. So if you want to use real flowers, which you can, in one of these things, what you do is you take a cup, like a drinking paper cup, or the plastic kind, and fold it up, put it in there, and it pops back open, and you could put liquid in there. I would recommend artificial. Then you don't have to deal with that. I would recommend artificial and not adding that water in there, but it does work if you want it. Now I added a second piece on this other side, and that's what it looks like. Let's see about distressing it. Let's see how that works. Lots of ways to distress. I have a little piece of sandpaper, and I just want to touch it on these words so that the raised part shows through. But if you don't have sandpaper, you could use a screwdriver or a piece of metal to just scrape it off. You gotta have some patience. Let's see how this goes to distress it. Very cute. Just trying to get my words to show a little bit different. Then I'm going to get this little cornucopia here in the middle. Just a smidge. So there's a fine line between enough and too much distressing. So you gotta be careful. Just go slow, have a little patience. Cute. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it looks cool. Now then, this is less. See how you can see through it? Let's see if we can see what a candle looks like. So I got one of these battery candles. Let's pop that in there. Whoops. Let's try that again. Maybe I should slide it in. There we go. So you can see it in the back. I think you can see that on camera. Definitely can't see it on this if I had it in there. If the picture was printed off and not this slick paper, print paper, you'd be able to see through your picture. That's a nice option. That's a nice option. You might want to give that a go. Then your last step is to take some clear coat, some clear paint, and spray paint it. So just take it outside, turn it upside down, and spray paint it. and even spray paint over here. It's a clear coat. This one is a matte finish. So it makes everything nice and smooth. Your paint's not gonna chip off. You're not gonna accidentally distress it when you're not trying to. And that's it. That's how you make a picture frame out of a mason jar. Super easy, doesn't take long, and it's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try it at home, and we'll see you next time.